So, cognitive theory or cognition. What is a cognition? Cognitive theory, under that, the Edward Tolman has contributed significantly to the cognitive learning theory. So, who is that? Edward Tolman. Edward Tolman has contributed significantly to the cognitive learning theory. According to him, individuals not only respond to the stimuli, but also act on the beliefs. Not only respond to the motivation. ആ ഒരു ഇൻസെന്റീവ് അല്ലെ മോട്ടിവേഷൻ ആ ഒരു ആസ്പെക്റ്റിലോട്ട് മാത്രമല്ല കോൺസെൻട്രേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് ഹു ഇൻഡിവിജ്വൽസ് ബട്ട് ഓൾസോ ടുവേർഡ്സ് ദ ബിലീഫ്സ് തോട്ട്സ് ആറ്റിറ്റ്യൂഡ്സ് ഫീലിംഗ്സ് ആൻഡ് സ്ട്രൈവ് ടുവേർഡ്സ് അച്ചീവിംഗ് ദ ഗോൾസ് അതാണ് എഡ്വേർഡ് ടോൾമാന്റെ അപ്പൊ ആരുടെയൊക്കെയാണ് ക്ലാസിക്കൽ കണ്ടീഷനിങ് ഇവാൻ പാവ്ലോ ഓപ്പറാൻ കണ്ടീഷനിങ് B.F. സ്കിന്നർ ആൻഡ് കോഗ്നിറ്റീവ് തിയറി ഹു ഇസ് ദാറ്റ് ദ പ്രൊപ്പോണന്റ് എഡ്വേർഡ് ടോൾമാൻ. So, Edward Tolman has contributed significantly to the cognitive learning theory. According to him, individuals not only respond to the stimuli, but also act on So, what is that? Cognition refers, Edward Tolman has contributed significantly to the cognitive learning theory. Therefore, individuals not only respond to the stimuli, that motivation, not only respond to the motivation or the incentive, but also to the individual's beliefs is there, thoughts is there, actions is there, the knowledge also there, everything, the feelings, everything in order to achieve to that particular goal. So, motivation alone, nothing relates to the achieving any goal. But his beliefs is there, the thoughts with regard to him, that is the beliefs is there, the thoughts there, the attitudes towards achieving the target is there, and thereby striving to the goal, feelings, etc., that finally leads toward achieving the goal. An individual creates a cognitive map in his mind, that an image of the external environment, preserves and organizes the information collected, and as a result of the consequence of the events encountered during the learning process. Therefore, people learn about the event and objects on the basis of a meaning that are assigned to the stimuli through a cognitive process. So, Edward Tolman contributed significantly to the cognitive learning theory, and based on that, individuals not only respond to the stimuli, so not only responds to a stimuli, but also act as on what basis? Act on the belief, the thoughts, the attitudes, the feelings, and that strive towards achieving the goals. This is the definition with regard to, or this is the main content with regard to cognitive theory. So once again, it refers to an individual's ideas, thoughts, feelings, knowledge, interpretation, and understanding about himself and his environment. ഒരു വ്യക്തി തന്നോട് തന്നെയും ആ ഒരു എൻവയൺമെന്റിൽ ജീവിക്കുന്ന എൻവയൺമെന്റിലുള്ള ആൾക്കാരെ കൂട്ടിയും അവരുടെ തോട്ട്സ് ഉണ്ടാകാം, ഐഡിയാസ് ഉണ്ടാകാം, അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡിങ്സ് ഉണ്ടാകാം, ബിലീഫ്സ് ഉണ്ടാകാം, അതെല്ലാം കൂടെ ഉള്ള ഇതാണ് എന്തെന്ന് പറയുന്നത് കോഗ്നിറ്റീവ് തിയറി. The learner examines and collects the information about himself and the environment he lives, and formulates his behavior in accordance with that thing. So, according to this, learner from a cognitive structure in memory preserves and organizes the information about the various events that he or she faces. അതിനെപ്പറ്റി ഐഡിയ ഉണ്ട്. Therefore, Edward Tolman contributed significantly the cognitive learning theory, and according to these, individuals not only respond to the stimuli, that is motivation. Individuals are not only respond to the motivation, but also need to give attention to all those things where, what all things? The beliefs about the person, the thoughts is there, the attitude is there, and the feelings, everything that strive towards achieving the goal. So that is the cognitive theory. Next is what? The social learning theory. In social learning, people learn by observing others. People learn by observing others. So this is cognitive theory. Next is social learning theory. So this is the third one. This is the fourth one. So 4 types of theories are in learning: classical conditioning, operant conditioning, cognitive theory, and social learning. So observing others, how the people is to be learning. So we will see that. For example, learning from parents, teachers, spiritual leaders, movies, superiors, and from others. ശരിയല്ലേ? Observing others. മറ്റുള്ളവരെ നമ്മൾ observe ചെയ്യാണ്. It is also called observational learning. Observational learning. So, in social learning, learning occurs through observation and experience. This theory was formulated by Albert Bandura. Who is that? Albert Bandura. So, Edward Tolman for cognitive theory, Albert Bandura for observational learning or social learning theory, who believed that individuals learn the behavior by observing others. ശരിയാണ്. മറ്റുള്ളവരെ നമ്മൾ വാച്ച് ചെയ്താണ്. ഇപ്പൊ ചൈൽഡ് ആണെങ്കിൽ, ചിൽഡ്രൻ ആണെങ്കിൽ പേരൻസിനെ വാച്ച് ചെയ്യുന്നു, അല്ലെ ടീച്ചേഴ്സിനെ വാച്ച് ചെയ്യുന്നു, അല്ലെ സ്പിരിച്വൽ ലീഡേഴ്സിനെ, ചിൽഡ്രൻ അല്ല, ഇപ്പം രാഷ്ട്രീയ നേതാക്കൾ, ചെറിയ രാഷ്ട്രീയ നേതാക്കളൊക്കെ വലിയ രാഷ്ട്രീയ നേതാക്കളെ ഒബ്സർവ് ചെയ്യുന്നു, ഇല്ലേ? പൊളിറ്റിക്കൽ ലീഡേഴ്സിനെ, spiritual leaders. Like the same way, that is why explaining that people learn by observing what other people or others. So the social learning theory was formulated by Albert Bandura, believed that individuals learn by behavior by observing the others. People observe the behavior of others, their attitudes, and the outcome of that behavior also. Our result that is to be generated from that particular thing. That is the observing the behavior of others, and thereby we are observing them and we are developing our own behavior. So on the basis of such an observation, they learn how to behave in a given situation. ഒരു നമ്മളാൽ എന്താ ഒരു given കിട്ടുന്ന ഒരു സിറ്റുവേഷനിൽ എങ്ങനെ ബിഹേവ് ചെയ്യണം എന്ന് നമ്മൾ അതിൽ കൂടിയാണ് പഠിക്കുന്നത്. How to observe others, and people will learn in observing others. That is this theory, social learning theory. So learning by observing others, adana social learning or observational learning by Albert Bandura. So these are the 4 theories with regard to which one? Learning. Like, what are there? Classical conditioning propagated by who? Classical conditioning propagated by this one, classical conditioning, Ivan Pavlov. Then second one is what? Operant conditioning by B.F. Skinner. Then Edward Tolman by then cognitive theory, Edward Tolman, and the cognition, the ideas, the beliefs, everything. Without even though there is stimuli is there, we need to check what all things. We need to check these also about the life of a person as well as his environment. That is the cognitive theory. The cognition is there, attachment is there. So that based on the attachment or the cognition, this theory is developed by Edward Tolman. There, even though the stimuli is to be produced, nothing with respect to the stimuli. There is some involvement with the stimuli, but in order to achieve the goal, what all things to be there? The person's ideas should be shared, feelings should be shared, thought should be shared, then attitude should be shared, then affection should be shared, everything in order to achieve the or strive the goal. So that is the cognitive theory or the cognition by Edward Tolman. And the third is social learning by observing the others. People learn by observing the other things and developing their own personality or developing their own behavior. So that is the social learning or observational learning by Albert Bandura. So 4 theories with regard to learning are cognitive, classical conditioning by Ivan Pavlov, operant conditioning by B.F. Skinner, then Edward Tolman, this one, cognitive theory by Edward Tolman, and social learning theory by Albert Bandura. So out of these, 2 is very important, classical conditioning and operant conditioning. Then Next is the last part with regard to the second module. Factors that affecting this learning. What are the factors? Factors affecting learning. Maybe one is psychological factors. Endellam factors are, okay? Psychological factors. So what is this? A person's psychology is one of the most influential factors in learning process. Interest and attention are the psychological factors. താല്പര്യം ഉണ്ടാകണം പഠിക്കണം എന്നുള്ള ഇതില്. So attention. Therefore, these factors are affected by individual needs, goals, beliefs, values, attitudes, and perception. If individual is psychologically ready to learn, if I am ready to learn something, I have the attention and interest to do that. You people also like that. Okay. നിങ്ങൾ ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും ഈ സബ്ജക്ട് പഠിക്കണമെന്ന് താല്പര്യവും അറ്റൻഷനും ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾ ശരിക്കും പഠിക്കും. അതാണ് as per the psychological factors. It is in his mind. It is in each and every person's inner feeling. So these factors affected by what all things are also required. Attention and interest should be there. Along with that, other things also should be required, like individuals' needs, goals, beliefs, values, attitudes, and perception. If individual is psychologically ready to learn, there will be effective learning. So such factors are under the control of individual. ഒരു വ്യക്തി പഠിക്കണമെന്ന് തീരുമാനിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ പഠിക്കും. അവന് താല്പര്യമുണ്ട് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അറ്റൻഷൻ ഉണ്ട് അത് ചെയ്തു തീർക്കാൻ. Strive to achieve the goal. On what basis? There is an interest within him. Then only he will do that thing. So that is the psychological factors. Second is physiological factors. So what is this? Physiological factors. Psychological factors, physiological factors. These are the physical factors like the age, health, ability, and intelligence. Ipo health weak ആണ്, അവന് ചെയ്യാൻ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല. അവൻ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമോ? ഇല്ല. അവന്റെ മനസ്സും ശരീരവും ഒരേപോലെ വന്നാലേ അവന് പഠിക്കാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. Isn't it? So like that is physiological factors. പ്രായം, വലിയ പ്രായം ആവുന്നവര് ചെറിയ ക്ലാസ്സുകളിലെ കാര്യങ്ങൾ പഠിക്കുവോ, ഓർത്തിരിക്കുവോ? That is the thing. So age is one factor, health is another one, ability is there, intelligence is there. Poor health and physical disabilities create obstacle in learning process. Physiological factors are not under the control of any person. ആരുടെയും കൺട്രോളിലല്ല. അതാണ് ഓർക്കേണ്ടത്. So this is physiological. Even he is having interest in there and attention in there, but his health and age is not allowing to do that thing, then he will not learn. So both psychologically and physiologically he will be ready, then only a person will be getting what need to learn something. So that is the physiological factors. Third is motivation. The strive to achieve success. One point is what? Motivation. Motive. There is a positive mind to do that thing at the near future. So the encouragement, the support, the one gets to complete a task, to achieve a goal, everything should be known as motivation. So the encouragement, അവനെ പ്രോത്സാഹിപ്പിക്കുക. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അത് മോണിറ്ററി ആയിട്ടുമുണ്ട്, നോൺ മോണിറ്ററി ആയിട്ടുമുണ്ട്, ഇല്ലേ? Praising one person, spiritual leaders praising a spiritual leader, maybe he will get motivated and again he is doing another speak. Clear? Isn't it? So if a person is hard working and he is getting remuneration more than his salary as commission also, he will get motivated to do another work. So that is a monetary reward or motivation. So the encouragement, the support, the one gets to complete a task and to achieve a goal is known as what? Motivation. So that is the motivation. It is very important aspect of learning as it gives positive energy to complete the task. For example, the coach motivates the player to win the match. ഒരു മാച്ച് വിൻ ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് കോച്ച് അവരെ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു, എന്തുമാത്രം എൻകറേജ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. So that is a motivation. Next is proper practice is required. Proper practice is required. Practice makes one perfect to action. പല പ്രാവശ്യം നമ്മൾ പ്രാക്ടീസ് ചെയ്യാതെ ഒരു ഗായകരാണേലും ഗായകന്റെ കാര്യം തന്നെ എടുക്കുക. അവൻ പാടുന്നേ ഇല്ല, അവന് നല്ല തന്റെ ഇടമാണ്, ഞാൻ ജയിക്കും എന്നുള്ള ഇത്. അവസാനം പാട്ട് പാടാൻ വരുമ്പോൾ ശരിയായ രീതിയിൽ പാടത്തുമില്ല. പക്ഷേ if he or she makes a good practice, then he will sing in a good way. Correct or not? So practice makes one perfect into action. In complete the work effectively, it is very important to practice what one has learned. എന്താണ് പഠിച്ചതെന്ന് ഒന്നുകൂടെ പ്രാക്ടീസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതുകൊണ്ട് എന്താണ് കുഴപ്പം? So practice makes a thing perfectly in his action. So that is the practice. So factors affecting learning are psychologically fit for the one, physiologically fit, motivationally okay, and then proper practice also should be there. Then fifth one is social factors. Social factors and environment. Social factors and environment. People learn from their environment. Two types of environment are there, internal and external. A child at home learns from the family, that is internal, and by sending it to a school, it is external. For example, best example, child within which the family, the child learns something, it is the internal environment the child knows. And if he goes to a school for further study, that is the external environment he study from outside. So that is the societal factors and the environment itself. So people itself learn from the environment. അതായത് എക്സ്റ്റേണലി എൻവയൺമെന്റ് ഉണ്ട്, ഇന്റേണലി എൻവയൺമെന്റ് ഉണ്ട്. കമ്പനിക്കുള്ളിൽ നിന്നുകൊണ്ടുള്ള കമ്പനിയുടെ ആസ്പെക്റ്റിനെ പറ്റിയുള്ള സ്റ്റഡി ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ആൻ ഇന്റേണലി, ഔട്ട്സൈഡ് ദ കമ്പനി ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ആൻ എക്സ്റ്റേണൽ. അതുപോലെ ഒരു കുട്ടി സ്വന്തം വീട്ടിൽ നിന്ന് എന്താണ് പഠിക്കുന്നത് അത് ഇന്റേണലി, ഔട്ട്സൈഡ് ഒരു സ്കൂളിൽ പോയി പഠിക്കുന്നത് ഇതല്ല പഠിക്കുന്നതിന്റെ പറഞ്ഞേ ബിഹേവിയർ. സ്വന്തം വീട്ടിൽ നിന്ന് എന്താണ് ബിഹേവിയറിനെ പറ്റി പഠിക്കുന്നത്, ഫാമിലി അടുത്തുനിന്ന്, that is the internal environment. And the outside, if he goes for study in the school, that is the external environment. Next point is mental group. Mental group, it describes thinking by the group of people. A group of people think towards achieving the goal in the correct way, it is a mental group. The group in which a person is associated influence his learning process also. So that is the mental group. So sixth is the mental group. Then learning methods. The method to which learn. Technique or methods of learning influence the learning process. Learning by doing, lecture method, observation, participating others, the workshop, the training, the refreshment program, presentation, case studies, etc. are some of the important methods with regard to learning. So observing others, participation means discussion between the participants. Okay, then case studies to be conducted, workshops, seminars, idokke endana learning styles are. So learning methods to be adopted, and learning material and content. Learning material and content. Learning material and content. For effective learning, content or objective of learning must be specific and clear. So learning content, എന്താണ് പഠിക്കേണ്ടതിനെ പറ്റിയുള്ള ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ്. അപ്പൊ ലേണിംഗ് മെത്തേഡ് ഉണ്ട്, പക്ഷെ കണ്ടന്റ് ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് എ ബിഗ് ഫെയിലിയർ. സോ ഫോർ എഫക്റ്റീവ് ലേണിംഗ്, കണ്ടന്റ് ഓർ ദ ഒബ്ജക്റ്റീവ്, എന്തിനെ പറ്റിയാണ് പഠിക്കേണ്ടത് ആ ഐഡിയ നമുക്കുണ്ടായിരിക്കണം. സോ ബിഹേവിയർ, ഏത് തരം ബിഹേവിയർ ആണ് വേണ്ടത്, ഓക്കെ, അങ്ങനെയുള്ള കേസ്. സോ content or objective of learning must be specific and clear. Unclear learning content and boring materials are less effective in learning process. അപ്പൊ ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്യുക, ഈ ഒരു അറ്റാച്ച്മെന്റ് ഇടാതെയാണ്, അതായത് ഇതാണ് നിങ്ങളുടെ ലേണിംഗ് കണ്ടന്റ്, ഈ ഒരു ഷെയർ സ്ക്രീൻ ആയിട്ടുള്ളത്. ഇത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് തരാതെ ഞാൻ ഇങ്ങനെ ഒന്ന് എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ട് തന്നാൽ it is boring to you people, isn't it? So if I am sharing the same thing along with I am explaining this, then what is that? This is the learning material, and it is one of the factors with regard to learning. So these are the learning methods or learning factors that are affecting the learning skills. So psychological, physiological, motivational aspect, practice, proper practice should be there, social factors and environmental aspects, mental group should be maintained, learning methods to be adopted, and altogether along with these, learning content or learning material should be published or to be delivered. So proper learning material is to be delivered, then only there should be some, this factors will be a big success. So psychological, physiological, motivational aspect, practice, then social factors and environment, mental group, then what? Learning methods and learning materials. So with that, we come to a conclusion with regard to the second module, personality, perception, and learning. And I will give you one assignment as well as assignment to each and everyone. Each and everyone with these two topics, with these two modules, I will send you by WhatsApp the assignment topic, and everybody is different from this one. Means if Anjali is getting one topic, Rilu is another topic, or any other person, then Rija is in another topic, like that. So different topics to different people, and please submit it. I will send you by WhatsApp separately, you people, the assignment topics. Please have a look at today's classes. Please let me know if any doubt occurs. At the next instant, please clear it. Please call through WhatsApp or personal call. Thank you for the day.